Okay, hi. Today we are not in the garden, we are in my boyfriend's bedroom, but today we're going to be talking about meps. So I have this little list of things so I could remember. Oh, okay, so I woke up at like 9:30 and the recruiter came to my house to pick me up around 10 o'clock.
What?
And then he took me to the office, and that's when they went over MEPS and explaining like the whole process, all the tests and stuff. It's really easy. Don't be too nervous. It's really easy. So once we got on the bus, we went to Flint to go pick up an Air Force kid, and then we went to the actual MEPS building. There you go in, you get your name tag, and then you go into a room you check in and go into the room to take either the ASVAB or the PICAT verification. I took the PICAT one, and it was like 30 questions, and all the questions are on the original PICAT, so it's pretty easy. And then after that, you had like the speed coding, and then the personality test, and that one was like 200 questions. Towards the end, I was like, and I just started clicking because it was way too long. And then after you take the test, you wait in the lobby for everyone to finish, and you'll be waiting for hours just sitting there. Probably like an hour in, this lady came around with these little bag lunches. It's like the sandwich, the chips, the cookie, which was gross, and then water. And then we waited some more, and then after everyone was done, we all got onto the bus and went to the hotel and checked in. The guy, he was saying, oh, you can't leave unless you write your name down. You have to leave with other people. You can't leave if you're under 18. And then like the curfew was 10 o'clock. What else they say? There was dinner. It was gross. They had hot dogs, mixed vegetables, soup, mashed potatoes and meatballs, and I think like a little salad bar. It tastes like school food. It was really plain. So after dinner, I went back up to my room and I was just in there, and then all of a sudden the door opens and I don't see anyone, and then it's this little girl, this little woman. Her name was Susanna. She was really nice. She was going into the National Guard. After that we went down to the floor to get snacks, and then the Air Force guy that I came in with, he was down there too. I think his name was Brendan. We all were talking. It was really funny. I was laughing a lot. I don't know, maybe because I was nervous, but. And then I went to bed at 11, and then you wake up at like 4, and then like 15 minutes later, they called the room saying, you have to be downstairs at this time. If you want to go back to sleep, you can, but you have to be ready. And so we all went down for breakfast, and there was just like the regular hotel breakfast food. Do not drink coffee or energy drinks. Don't eat too much sugar because you don't want your heart beating too fast when you get your blood pressure taken, because you'll get disqualified. So eat like eggs, meat, a biscuit or something. That's what I had. Drink a lot of water because you want to be able to pee when you get there. So after breakfast, we all got back onto the bus again, including like other kids that were shipping out that day. We got onto the bus, and then we went back to MEPS. We had to like separate into two lines, like the people that were getting their physical and the people that were shipping out. So they're telling you a lot of instructions on what to do when you get inside, and I was tired, so I forgot everything. Like it was going through one ear and out the other. So I messed up when I didn't stop at the stop sign, because you have to go in, check in, put your stuff away, go like to the office to get something, and then come back in, stop at the stop sign, then go back up to the desk. I ran right through the stop sign. The guy was cracking jokes saying, oh, blah, blah, you probably do that when you're on the road or whatever. He was making fun of me the whole time I was there. And I was not the only one. Everyone was running the stop sign. So once you are all checked in, you go and you do your hearing test in a big box, and there's curtains and stuff. It's like 6 people at a time. Whenever you hear it, just push the button. If you don't hear it, don't push it, because if you push it a lot and spam it, you're gonna get in trouble and probably fail the test. So if you hear beep and it gets quieter, just click it. And if you're not sure if you heard something or not, because I feel like I was imagining it, I just clicked it. I passed. Vision test. You have to stand at the tape, and like there's like a box like this in front of you with like circles, and you have to say which one is closer. You can't lean forward, but you can go to like to the side. And then after that, you sit in the chair and you go into the box and read off the letters like how you do at the doctor's office. And this whole time you're carrying around like this paper so they can fill it out after you're done. And then after that, we went into the classroom so they can go over like your contract. Like if it doesn't say in your contract, it's not happening. You're not supposed to leave your paper down anywhere. I think they went over sexual assault or something. And then after that, we went back out. Okay, so there's like a whole bunch of different colored chairs and sections. For each test, you have to sit in a chair a specific color. I did not remember when they were going over that in the classroom. They went over it fast, like green is for this, red is for this, blue is for this. I forgot everything, so I was just following what other people were doing. What else? After that, after you leave the classroom, you get a cup and you have to go to the water fountain and keep just drinking a lot of water so you're ready to go pee. And then you sit in a chair and wait for the doctors to come out to take you out. It was only 2 girls and the rest were guys, so the doctor part was really fast because there's just 2 of us. But they asked you if you drank or if you smoked, if you broke any bones, if you burn yourself, cut yourself. You should know what to say. The recruiter should tell you what to say for all that. What else? You do the duck walk. The doctor shows you how to do it. It's really easy. For that part, I was fully dressed. Some people said that they had to do it like naked with other people. No, I was fully dressed for that. It was also easy. It wasn't easy, but it was like I could do it because I'm like my legs are long, so it was kind of harder. After the talk with the doctor, you go back out and sit in a chair, and then you have to just keep drinking water, waiting. It's a lot of waiting. And then after that, you get your blood drawn, and you go into this like little box thing, and the nurse is really nice. She like tapped on your vein, and you have to keep squeezing your hand so your vein can pop out. And they take like a tube of blood. Yeah. After that, waiting, drinking water, waiting, and then the one of the staff at the desk, she was really aggressive. She was kind of mean, but she was like, you boys ready to pee? Okay, sit up here. And so I was ready, so I went to go start walking to the chairs, and she was like, what are you doing? Go sit down. It was only for the boys, not the girls, so that's not the first time I got in trouble. And then one of the times when I went up to go fill up my water cup, I left my paper on the chair, so the Navy girl behind the counter, she runs up while I'm at the water fountain, and she takes my paper and she takes it behind the desk with her. I was like, oh my gosh. But she gave it back when I went to go do my pee test, and she was also the one that watched me. So you're in the bathroom, and there's no doors in the stalls, and you have to pee right in front of them. You pull your pants and panties down all the way to your ankles, and you have to hold the cup in front of you. I was trying to, it was awkward, so I was, doing it behind me. She's like, in the front. And it took a minute. My stomach was so full of water, but it was, I was nervous, so I couldn't pee. And so I finally peed a little bit in the cup, and if you do too much, you have to dump it out. So don't pour out slow so you don't over pour and have to pee again. And then, so after you pee, you get your cup, and you walk up to, the window, and the lady, she drips it onto a pregnancy test for your girl, and then she takes the rest for the drug test. So after that, that was the physical, and it's in a hallway in the room. It's a big building, but that's where you get undressed and put on your little gown. And then you go into like the doctor's room, and then they check everything. For your chest, they made you pull down one side, and then she looks at it and like feels around, make sure it's good. Other side. For your butt, you have to lay on your side and lift up one cheek. And she looks at that. But it was very comfortable. She didn't make me feel weird. She doesn't touch you inappropriately. They do your weight and your height. And then after the physical, I went to the Navy office. I forgot why. I think to talk about paperwork or something. Or grab a packet, I don't remember. And then I had to go back out and wait again. And that's when the doctor came to me and she was like, let me pull you aside. And she told me basically I was too skinny. You have to have, your BMI has to be 19, and mine was 18.8. So I almost didn't make it. I got a waiver for that, but that's like a new rule. Like you can't be too skinny. So if I wasn't able to swear in that day, she told me just eat a lot, try and exercise, do whatever you can to gain like at least like 2 pounds, because I was like 1 pound underweight, so I would have to come back, and for me gaining weight is really hard. So when that happened, I texted my recruiter like, this is what happened, and he was like, hold up. So yeah, I got my waiver. After that, we went over jobs. At first, my job was not available. HM was not available, so he was trying to get me to do these other jobs. They had like $25,000 bonuses, but I was like, I don't want these. And so when I was talking to the Navy guy in the office, he was like explaining to me like it was like aviation mechanic, the one like spy job, just like the criminal or something. I don't know. But none of those is what I wanted. I wanted to be HM. That's why you have to go in with an open mind, just in case you don't get what you want. And so I kind of started crying, and then my recruiter, after I left the office, he came out and talked to me. And then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. And then when I was in the bathroom, the meps lady, she was really nice. She works in the Navy office. She was talking to me, like making me feel better. And then when I went back out there, he gave me, I don't have my paper on me, but he gave me the HM paper and the date on the top, and I was crying even more, like happy tears, because I was like, thank you. So once you get like that paper, my date on it was November 8th, so I'll be leaving in 3 days from now. After you get you talk to the guy at the computer a lot so that he can enter in everything. You have to make sure everything's good. And then what else happened? I don't really remember. It's a lot. I was so tired. By that time, it was probably like in the afternoon, like 1 or 2 o'clock. You go over information. You go out the Navy office, and you go out to the main office or something. Talk to that guy. Tell him like which parent is taking what. You get your fingerprint done on the digital fingerprint, so they're pressing your fingers down for each one. What else? You go over your contract again, and then you sign it. Oh yeah, when I was doing that thing with the guy at the computer, he was the one that threw a Rice Krispie treat at me. He threw it at me and it landed on the floor, and I had to eat it. He was like, oh, you're too skinny, gain some weight. And the guy that was making fun of me about the stop sign, he was also trying to crack jokes. And I'm like, I'm not even that skinny. Like, I'm not that skinny. Hopefully I put on a few pounds. I know this hair is going to help me out when I weigh in again. And then after that, I swore in. In the big room with the flags and the guy he's reading off, and you have to repeat after him. My recruiter is standing there. I think he was recording me. He's the best man ever. I appreciate him so much. He helped me a lot. And now we're here, 3 days left. That was September 12th, I swore in. You want to add anything? Marine?
No.
Come. You want them to see your room?
Go ahead.
No. Anything interesting happen at MEPS that you want to talk about?
They called me Sideshow Bob, and they looked at my butthole and nuts. That's it.
If they touch it?
Yep.
How? Okay, that's for the guys.
That's my input. It's the same thing.
He leaves December 11th with Carlos, his brother. So we're all doing this together. So yeah, my next video, hopefully, I hope I don't get kicked out of boot camp. I hope I don't get discharged or anything. That would be so scary. But the next video I post will be probably when I'm in A school. That's it. Quick video, very easy. Meps is easy, don't stress about it. Don't drink coffee or Red Bull. Don't drink alcohol. Yeah, you take a breathalyzer like when you first get in there. Don't do drugs. You gotta pee clean and pee clear. So when you pee, it should be water. So pee right before you leave the hotel, because that's when the most stuff is in it. So pee clear. Don't drink Red Bull. Don't be nervous. If you didn't have anything, if you don't have any pre-existing problems, you don't have it. Like, what I mean by that is, if you're not wearing glasses or something, then your vision should be perfectly fine. If you don't have like anything in your blood, that should be fine. If you're not doing drugs, the pee test should be fine. The blood pressure test, yeah, they take that too. Mine popped off the first time because my arms are skating, and this one kid was like, "Oh, you're gonna need like a pediatric one or something for the kids," and I was like, "Why are you even talking to me?" Anyways, that's it. Don't be nervous. You got this. Go Navy. Bye.